Hello and welcome to Truth and Judgment. Today is Media Monday and Spider-Man is back in the MCU. Oh man, I couldn't be more excited. Honestly, this is like the greatest news ever. And we were going to do a different kind of video today. If I talk to you about it, you probably already know, but we're going to move that to another week, probably next week. But this news was so big that we had to cover it today, or else it just wouldn't be relevant anymore. And you guys know how important it is that we get to the hot topics and we talk about those, as we say at the end of almost all of our videos. As you can see, I am by myself again, but that is not going to be the case for this video, the entirety of this video, nor is it going to be the case for the future of our videos. We will make exceptions for smaller videos or topics that aren't as big in scale, but we really wanted to get everybody's feel for the video, for like this video, and get everybody's opinions on this. So without further ado, I'm Titus.
And I'm Alex. Let's jump right into it.
All right, so I've got a few things to say on the matter. First of all, once again, super excited. I love Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and I really want to see his story kind of fleshed out and really dive into his connection with the MCU. But also, it is confirmed that we are only getting 2 more movies with him in the MCU. One standalone, which is going to be Spider-Man 3. So it's not going to become a trend where Spider-Man only gets 2 movies, which is good, which is very good. I like that. He's going to get another standalone movie, and he's going to get another movie where it's like a team up movie, where he's probably going to be the next Avengers movie. And honestly, that it sucks that we can't see more of him, but it's good that it didn't just end right after Far From Home with that huge reveal. Spoilers that the entire world knows who Spider-Man is. They know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man at the end of Far From Home. And that is insane. He was gearing up to be the next Iron Man, and now the entire world knows who he is, and they have a negative opinion of him as well. So I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with the next movie and how they're going to really flesh out this plot line that they developed, and where they're going to go with this and how they're going to set everything up for the next movie. Super excited. I think in the next movie, I would like to see maybe either Green Goblin as the main villain. They could alter his backstory a little bit, or maybe we could see one of the older characters that we saw in the other movies, with like the Shocker or the Prowler, and we could see one of those two kind of come into their own, or maybe even Kingpin. Ooh, Kingpin. That would be something. That would be kind of weird. But yeah, Spider-Man has gone up against a load of different villains, so there's a lot of options for the next Spider-Man movie, or what villain they could bring in for the next movie. I don't think they're going to do a Sinister Six movie, because I feel that that's really Sony's kind of wheelhouse there, and they're gearing up for that in their own cinematic universe. They've been wanting to do it since forever, since the original Sam Raimi trilogy, they've wanted to do a Sinister Six villain team up movie where Spider-Man has to take them all down. They've been wanting to do that for a really long time, but they just really, really couldn't get there. Couldn't quite get there. So they've been holding on to that for a really long time. They're not going to hand the reins of that over to Marvel and let them do that. So I don't really expect to see the Sinister Six in the next Spider-Man movie, although it is an interesting idea, but I just don't think it'll happen. I don't know. Let us know what villain you would like to see in the next Spider-Man movie. Personally, I would like to see Black Cat appear as a character in the next Spider-Man movie. Maybe even just like an Easter egg, you know? I think that would be interesting. I don't know how it would work per se, but it could be interesting. And there is a difference between Black Cat and Catwoman, because Black Cat is Marvel and Catwoman is DC. So don't get those two characters confused. The last thing I want to say is, how is Marvel going to transition Spider-Man out of the MCU? It's just really interesting thought here, because Sony wants to use Tom Holland's Spider-Man in their own properties. And they have said that Spider-Man is the only character that can span cinematic universes. So I have this idea in my head where in the last movie, in the Avengers team-up movie, right, where Tom Holland Spider-Man is leading the charge, right, something chaotic happens, something really random happens, and this portal opens up, and boom, Spider-Man's sucked into it, and he's gone. And they're like, no one knows what happens, no one knows how to get him back. It's just quick, it's fast, and it's chaotic. And that portal in canon will be him traveling to a different universe, and in reality it will be him traveling to a different cinematic universe, which I think would just be a really unique and interesting way to have him cross over without him having just his story kind of end in one universe and then him beginning a new story in another universe. So they really just mash those two together with like some sort of portal or something where he goes through the portal into the Sony Spider-Verse. And I don't know. That's kind of just what I want to see. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what your ideas are for his character in the future. And I'm going to pass it over to Alex. Alex, it's all you.
I actually couldn't agree with you more, Titus. I feel that the reunion of the Marvel and Sony Spider-Man coming back together is going to be amazing. I think that in the next two movies we're going to see some really great things from Tom Holland. That being said, I'm more excited for the future. I feel that Sony and Marvel may be able to work in a 50-50 arrangement, but it's going to need teamwork. Marvel's going to have to put up a character worth Sony's 50% of putting up Spider-Man, meaning we might be able to see a Deadpool Spider-Man mashup, which is really what I want to see. I loved those mashup comics, and I thought they were very ironic. That being said, I feel that Tom Holland, like I said in the first video, I don't think that he would make a good Deadpool mashup. So I have to agree with your statement that when they make him disappear, which could be through a portal back into the Spider-Verse, we might see the re-entry of another Spider-Man where he does team up with Deadpool. And I think that could be really promising. I'm actually super excited about that. I don't want to make this too long. This car is very hot. So, with that being said, I will say that I'm overjoyed to see that Tom Holland's going to continue being Spider-Man, at least for a little bit longer. But I think it'll be interesting how Marvel manages to work that into their story and manage to progress their plotline along. Because, as we know, in the future, they do plan on bringing the X-Men back into the Marvel fold. So, I think that it's not too far to reach to say that Spider-Man could end up working with Deadpool. With that being said, if you agree with us, if you disagree with us, please let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you hope for with the new Spider-Man movies and what you hope with Sony and Marvel moving forward. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you haven't already as well, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can get up to date on all the newest hot topics coming from our opinions, obviously. This has been Veritas et Iudicium. Thank you, and goodbye.